The.BabeBar.
My name is Simran.
I'm Ariel.
And today we are actually totally at a new location.
We are doing things a little bit different this time, but we hope you guys like it.
So today we are at Shakertins in Plano, Texas at the Shops of Legacy. Now, I want to preface this by saying if you are an audio listener, go and follow us on YouTube. We actually document the whole thing.
The whole thing.
And
Simran?
oh my god.
Go back to school?
We document the whole thing, so make sure you follow us and you can actually see all of the bars live. But regardless, so today's drink of choice, I am actually having the Shakertini. Ariel, what about you?
I am having the flagship old fashioned. So these are the two top drinks
here.
For Shakertins.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, mine is a super cute pink drink, so super on brand, and
mine's a manly man drink,
bro.
Because I have the balls in this relationship.
Really though, she does, and I am not doubting it by any means. So in the Shakertini, it is Deep Eddy's peach, honey, lemon juice, and strawberry puree. What about yours?
And then mine, for the flagship old fashioned, is a Sagamore rye whiskey, like I know what that is, vanilla clove syrup, and black walnut bitters. So
cheers, guys.
Cheers. Yes, if you guys are interested in making this drink for yourself,
we will post it.
Yes, follow those directions and we'll also post it down below.
And follow us on Instagram because we post all of our drink recipes and everything, so hey, be sure to check it out. But on today's episode, we are going to be talking about our first stories going out to the bars. I felt like it was fitting that, you know, we're at our first bar. We are, you know, actually exploring Dallas and DFW, so why not we talk about our first bar stories from back in the day. So, hey bitch.
Hey.
Why don't you tell me, how was it for you?
My bar stories started pretty young.
Let me preface. Bar stories in the eyes of foreign people. How did your parents take it when you started going out?
Okay, so I started going out to the bar when I was well below 21. I got a fake ID. Actually, funny story, I got a fake ID with her fiance. We got the same exact fake ID. Yep.
Bruh,
and it was called nyfakes.com. This shit got shut down. But
Don't go there anymore.
And I still have it somewhere. I might like find a picture, post it for you guys if you're interested. But it was basically a website where you could go, put in a fake ID. We like took pictures of each other. So I started really young going to the bar because people didn't really question. You know, I kind of came and I came with that confidence. I showed my ID and I was like, yes, I am Ariel from New York. I am 21 years old. And I live on...
This is how it's gonna be.
Poughkeepsie.
Do you still remember?
Poughkeepsie, New York, yes. Because I always remember, I was like, how do you spell that shit again? Like, I don't even remember. Like, I remember being like, why did I choose the stupidest fucking name ever in New York? But there we go.
There we go. Yo, it's okay. I had a fake too back in the day, but I feel like I barely used it because mine didn't scan, so I couldn't even go anywhere. And especially in Texas and Shops of Legacy, which is like very close to where, you know, home base is for us. It's literally, they scan fucking everywhere.
They do.
We couldn't even do anything.
Dallas was definitely tough on that. But what about you? I mean, I didn't really say a bar story, but that's like kind of,
you know, we gotta start.
Started in the beginning, like very early for me. I was going to bars.
Okay, so for me, I was such a goody-goody back in like high school and everything. So, what, surprise, surprise. But yeah, I was such a goody-goody and I didn't ever like do anything back in high school. But when I went to college, oh bitch, when I went to college, it was a different story. I felt like I went out for my freshman year. I went out all the time. The phrase puke and rally really does not compromise or comprise the entire like situation for us. Also, like, if anybody is an audio only listener, please go check us out on YouTube. I can't say this enough because there were people that just walked by us and we are really putting it out there for you. We both looked at each other like, what the fuck? You saw that too, right?
Yeah, they're just like, Are you
is
Oprah?
this?
And if not, why the fuck are you
Why the fuck are you here? Yeah, but regardless, so yeah, puke and rally really does not comprise the amount of times that I really took that phrase seriously. Like 18 was such a body than 25.
Yeah.
So, like,
no, I know. I feel like pretty early on, I was, I feel like pretty early on, I was just like, all right, like I want to, you know, be that age. As the youngest in my grade, and I don't know about anybody else that was the youngest, it always feels like you're just like behind and that you want to be with everybody else. Seriously. Even though like everybody's underage, but you still feel behind. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was one of those situations where like I started going to bars, but I never wanted to be identified. Like, I don't think I have a crazy bar story because I never wanted to be the person who's like, wait, who is that lady that's causing trouble over there?
Okay, not like that, but crazy bar story as in like, have you ever, like, let's say you went out, have you ever stumbled home and been like, oh fucking god, today was too much, my parents are gonna find out, or like,
every time I felt that way, I ended up spending the night somewhere.
That's
because I was like,
nice.
No, dude, I would just make it up. I'd be like my best friend Cynthia's house.
Bro, anybody remember Cynthia from Rugrats, the fucking toothbrush hair looking girl? Yo,
that's the one. That's actually
the one. Oh shit.
BFF status.
If anything, I want to say my craziest bar story. Shit. It was, Mom, this is not a proudest moment. For any of the aunties listening out there, listen, I went to an American college, like, but the craziest story that I had was pretty much my freshman year of college. I went out and it was like any other night, right? I went out with a couple of gal pals. We had a pregame.
Gal pals? Who the fuck says gal pals?
Everybody said
gal pals unite.
Bro. We all said gal pals back in the day, but I went out with some girlfriends. We pre-gamed at, I'm sure, like a frat house's party, and after that, there were a bunch of like frat houses in the house or in the school that I went to, and so we hopped around, and by like house number 1, I was already, I want to say, like half sloshed, and then by the second one, I end up just remembering that I was making out with my roommate's boyfriend. Roommate's boyfriend or roommate's boy toy or whatever.
Hold on, let's dig into that story. What happened with that, and how did your roommate react?
Dude,
I did not know that story.
Okay, so it was a while ago. I was a different bitch back then, no joke. But I literally go to this party, right? We start taking Jello shots. Mind you, we pre-gamed with like 15 Jello shots.
Dude, I feel like you say 15 Jello shots,
no,
but
but
everybody listening knows out there, like Jello shots. Come on.
They were light. You know how it goes. You can't like overdo the alcohol and make it like half and half because it would just be too much. But we started with a bunch of fucking Jello shots, and then we ended up going out to the first frat party. Like I said, I was already half sloshed. By the time we get into someone's car, who was sober by the way, and was driving us to the next party, I get there and all I remember is taking my ex-roommate, like freshman year, first semester, my ex-roommate's boyfriend out to the curb and calling her and being like, hey, like, he's not doing well, can I give him your bed?
Can I give him a blowjob just to make sure?
No. Oh my god, yo, it was a time and a half.
I want to make sure he's breathing, so I'm gonna just put my mouth down there and perform some CPR.
You know, just to make sure he's alright. But either way, I make sure that he's okay and I leave him on the fucking curb. I go back inside and this other like group that I was talking to, I guess, I don't know, this boy fraternity that I was like very into, I guarantee I made it with half of those guys, and one of those guys comes up and he starts dancing with me, and I ended up making it with him too. And that was in the laundry room. I remember it was in the fucking laundry room. Either way, my freshman year, first semester was a fucking doozy.
By the way, side note, but this bar is like on the street. So anybody in the Dallas, Plano area, it's definitely worth checking out.
It definitely is. And also,
lots of great people.
How much were their drinks?
So each drink was like $9.
$9, okay.
So pretty decent. I mean, it's definitely not one of those drinks where you're like, hey, like, yo, I would come here for their drinks, because it's just more of like, all right, like it's a decent price, it's average. I would probably say that this place gets like an 8 out of 10, by the way.
I
if
feel
had
like we need
choose.
to come up with a rating for how we like rate all of these bars. Like the aesthetics, the drink taste, the drink price, and how Instagrammable it is.
Okay, so we're going to comprise all of that into a rating out of 5 stars, and
I
then
feel
we'll
like it
let
should
you
be
guys
10.
know.
Should be
10?
10? Yeah.
Okay, fine. 10.
So this place, it's low-key enough to where you won't feel weird taking Instagram pics. Like we definitely probably take one after this. The drinks are not as expensive as downtown Dallas, but are, you know, maybe like $3 or $4 away. It's definitely Instagrammable, and it's more of a chill bar. So there's no dancing here. There's nothing like that. You might be able to get like a little bit of a booty shake in the evening, maybe past 10 p.m. But there's a lot of like games. There's a pool.
There's a
and stuff
lot
like
of
that.
things to do. It's not one of those boring bars, and
Yeah.
they have a photo booth inside. I think
Exactly.
that you guys might see it in like the promo video of this,
Mhm.
but there's a little photo booth, which is nice. I feel like everybody loves their own good
Yeah.
photo booth. And yeah, I mean, overall, I would say it's definitely like it would definitely be a regular place for me to visit.
Yeah.
And we live right next to it, so
Hey guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But nonetheless, okay, so you gotta tell me a juicy going out story. I spilled the beans. Bitch, you can't not spill the beans.
let me think here. I think the craziest bar story I would say is like I just got extremely wasted, and I ended up like basically making out with like 3 different guys at the same exact
been
club.
there.
And it was like one of the most awkward points of your life because you're drinking, you're having a good time, you're feeling it. This guy's like, hey, let me dance with you.
Let's go.
And you're like, okay, let's do it. But like I was just at the bar and I just felt like, all right, you know what? Like I'm feeling it, it's fun. The guy's dancing with me. It was a Latin club. It was a Latin club. I feel like that also makes up for a lot of it too. It's like if it's at a Latin club, like things are okay.
Yeah.
And so long story short, we were just dancing. Like I was dancing with guy after guy after guy, and I just had my guard down. I was like, I don't give a shit. Like usually I have my guard really up, but I was just in one of those moments where I'm like, I don't care. I just want to have a good time. And so ended up like dancing.
Was it in Dallas?
It was in Dallas. I
what was the
forgot
bar?
the name of the bar, but it was a Latin club in Dallas, and it was lit. Like they had a top floor, they had a DJ.
Listen, we will review it.
Yes, we'll definitely go. I'm gonna find out the name for you guys. We'll definitely go one of our BabeBar episodes, just because I feel like I owe it to you now.
Now to tell like where this was.
We're gonna
Yeah.
show you. We're gonna show you exactly where it was located, and then we're also going to reenact it for you guys.
Dude. Well, I'll be the dude. I'll be the dude. I'm telling you. Either way, Jesus. I feel like you've had stories before. Like, what are you
I've had
talking
some crazy
about?
stories. I think I just like it's hard. Like when somebody asks you, like, "Hey, tell me a crazy story," you're like, "Okay, I'm
What is-
blank.
yeah.
I'm blank."
But no, I feel you. I kind of, so for this episode, I put her on the spot and I kind of just like brought the topic just very sporadically. Like we didn't even talk about the topic. I figured like for the first topic out in the bars, like I have to wing it. I feel like, you know,
Absolutely.
at the bars when you're talking to a guy or girl, you just wing it. So I wung the
Wong.
topic.
But like on a real note, guys, we definitely recommend this bar.
Yes.
I feel like the ambiance and the drinks and what you're getting, the money, it's worth it.
It's worth it, especially for the location. It's walkable to
The
other
location
bars,
is
which we
fantastic.
will end up,
Reviewing.
reviewing. So we definitely recommend coming here and figuring out if you like this bar and if you like this location. Shops of Legacy, Plano, Texas, or is it Frisco?
This is Plano.
Plano.
And if anybody is near our area, if you guys come to this bar,
Not even-
personally DM us and
Yes.
we will happily have you over.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to our fucked up first stories. We love you, and
Yes.
my name is Simran.
I'm Ariel.
And we are the
BabeBar.
Love you, and check out Shakertins at Shops of Legacy in Plano,
Plano.
Texas. Love you.
Girl, I heard that you addicted to them